Welcome to Pivot Tables in Python. In this lesson, we will learn about pivot tables, powerful tools that help us summarize and analyze data. Pivot tables let you quickly see trends, totals, and patterns. You do not need a spreadsheet to use pivot tables. Python can do it too. By the end, you will be able to build, shape, and explore your own pivot tables with Python. Running the cell now. Practice prompt: think of a time you wanted to quickly summarize a big list or table. Pivot tables can help with that. What is a pivot table? A pivot table is a quick way to group, count, or add up data based on categories. For example, you could find total sales for each product, count tasks by priority, or average scores by grade level. Let us see how to do this in Python. Running the cell now. We will use a Python library called Pandas. Pandas makes it easy to work with tables and build pivot tables. Now, we import Pandas and give it a short name, PD, so it is quicker to type. Running the cell now. Now let us make a small, simple table. In Pandas, this is called a data frame. We will create columns for name, category, and amount. Each row is like a record of someone buying either fruit or a vegetable. The amount column shows how many things they bought. We use Pandas to create our data frame from this data. Let us look at it. Running the cell now. Let us look at just the top of our table to see if things look as expected. Head means show the first few rows, just to double-check our data. Running the cell now. Practice prompt: try changing the names or categories in the table. See what happens. Why use a pivot table? It is hard to spot patterns in a list. A pivot table makes it easy to answer questions like: how much fruit did Bob buy? Who bought the most vegetables? What is the total amount for each person or each category? Let us make our first pivot table. Running the cell now. Let us build our first pivot table using Pandas. We want to see total amount for each name and each category. Aggfunc stands for aggregation function. We are asking Pandas to sum up the numbers. Running the cell now. What if a person did not buy one of the categories? Let us add a new entry for David, who only bought fruit. Append lets us add a new row to our table. Now we build the pivot table again. Notice that for categories they did not buy, Pandas shows none, which means not a number or missing value. Running the cell now. Sometimes missing values are confusing. If you want empty places to show as 0, you can use fill_value. Now missing amounts are shown as 0 instead of none. Running the cell now. Practice prompt: try filling with a different number, like -1. What happens? Grouping by different columns. You can choose what to use for rows and what for columns. Let us group by category and see totals for each person. Running the cell now. This time, we will put category as rows and name as columns. Now we see, for each category, the amount each person bought. Flipping rows and columns can help you see the data from a new angle. Running the cell now. Pivot tables are not just for adding up. You can count how many entries there are, or find the average. Aggfunc equals count will count the number of times each shows up. Aggfunc equals a mean finds the average value for each group. These tables show how flexible pivot tables can be. Running the cell now. You can use more than one row or column in your pivot table. Here, we add a new column to our data, called big, to mark if the amount is bigger than 5. The pivot table now groups data by both name and if it is a big purchase. This makes it even easier to dig into your data. Running the cell now. Handling errors and missing data. Sometimes, real-life data has missing or strange values. Pivot tables in Pandas help handle this using the fill_value option. You can also clean or change your data before making a pivot table. Running the cell now. Let us add a new row where the amount is missing. We copy our table so we do not change the original data. We add Eve, who has no number for amount. When we build a pivot table, Pandas will treat missing amounts as 0 if we use fill_value. Handling missing data prevents surprises and mistakes. Running the cell now. Sometimes you just want to remove any rows with missing data. Dropner helps you do that. Now the table does not include rows where amount was missing. Running the cell now. Reading data from a file. Most of the time, your data will come from a file, like a CSV. Let us see how to load a small file into Pandas. Running the cell now. You can save your table as a CSV file. CSV stands for comma-separated values. It is like a simple spreadsheet. Now let us load the same file back in with Pandas. We can check the first few rows to be sure it worked. Running the cell now. YouTube call to action: if you find this helpful, like this video and subscribe. Let others know in the comments how you might use pivot tables. Now you can make a pivot table from data in any CSV file, not just data you type in. This means you can use pivot tables with real-world data from work, school, or hobbies. Practice using your own files to make different pivot tables. Running the cell now. Mini project: analyze toy sales. Imagine you have a small store and want to see trends in toy sales. We will make a bigger table and explore with pivot tables. Running the cell now. Let us create a new table to track toy sales. We list each toy type, who sold it, the month, and how many. Just like before, each row tells about one sale. Now we turn this data into a Pandas data frame and show it. Running the cell now. Let us look at total sales for each toy type and seller. Each cell shows how many of each toy that seller sold. This is handy for seeing sales strengths and gaps. Running the cell now. Let us see if some months are better for certain toys. This table compares total sales for each toy by month of the year. Patterns like a busy season will stand out much more now. Running the cell now. You can leave out columns if you just want a total amount per row. Now we see the total toys each seller sold, no matter which toy. This makes it easy to reward the top seller or see who might need help. Running the cell now. Challenge prompt: make a pivot table to see which month has the highest sales for car. Best practices and troubleshooting. Always check your raw data for mistakes or missing values. Use fill_value or clean your table with Dropner as needed. If something looks wrong, double-check your agfunc. Try flipping rows and columns for better insights. You will improve as you practice. Running the cell now. Here is a common mistake: picking a column that is not in your table. We use try and except to handle the error so our code does not crash. If you see an error, check your spelling and column names. This helps you fix small typos quickly and keeps your script running. Now you know what to do if you get an error. Running the cell now. Practice prompt: try changing the column name in the script and see if you get another error. Let us make our code interactive. We will ask the user which column to group by. If the column does not exist, we will warn the user. If it does, we show a pivot table for that column. Let us try picking a column and see a summary. This makes your code flexible. Users can choose what they want to analyze. Running the cell now. Extra challenge. Try making more advanced pivot tables. Use 2 columns as rows in the index. Show average sales by month and seller. Add a new category to your toy data and see how the pivot changes. Share your results in the comments. Running the cell now. Lesson recap: Pivot tables in Python. We learned how pivot tables help you explore data easily. We created and customized pivot tables with Pandas. We fixed errors and handled missing spots. We worked on a mini project. Keep practicing with your own data. Pivot tables make big questions simple. Running the cell now. Thanks for learning with us. Like this video if you want more beginner Python lessons. Subscribe and ring the bell for updates. Share with a friend who wants to learn about data. You can do it. Have fun exploring with pivot tables. Running the cell now.